I go up, I open the door, and I walk inside. Alright, I walk inside towards the room, and the room is slightly open. So I just glance in the room, I open the room, and there's two people naked. Alright, she's probably hooking up with a girl. So I just went out, I'm like, wow, this is probably an invitation for a threesome, or she's bisexual, and this is amazing, right? And the guy's, it's a guy, and I'm like, what the fuck? So getting cheated on is an unexplainable feeling. You don't know who to trust anymore. You don't know what to trust anymore because your heart sinks in. You don't really know what happened, why it happened, and you're just asking why. Why did it happen with me? Why did I get cheated on? What was wrong with me? And there's so much self-doubt. There's so much self-doubt. It's a foggy mind. It's emotions running high, and you really don't know what happened. You really don't know who to trust because the partner you trusted the most has broken your trust, and you don't know what's real anymore. And I know the feeling, guys, because I've been there. I've been on the side where my girl has cheated on me, and this was back in the day when I was working as a chef. So I met this girl in a bar, alright? I met this girl in a bar, moved in with her, and sad enough, it was 3 months down the relationship, and the relationship was going good, according to me. But I was not able to give her time because I was working as a chef, long work hours, I was going to my work, coming back home late. I was so fucking tired when I came back home that I hardly communicated with her. I just slept. I came home, I slept. This went on for 3 months. I thought the relationship was going okay, but the girl, she was going out a lot, and I couldn't go out because I was standing as a chef and I didn't want to go out at that point in time. And what happened was she hooked up with someone else. There was one day I was at the hotel, and I remember this. I was at the hotel, and the GM told me to get my laptop because he wanted me to give a presentation on cost control. So I'm like, okay, I'll get the laptop. I go home, and I call my girl because I don't want to go home. It was a long day. I was in the hotel. I thought I'll stay in the hotel. So I call my girl. The phone is switched off, and it's 3 a.m. So I don't want to disturb her, right? Because I have the keys. It's my apartment at the end of the day. So I walk towards my apartment, and funny enough, this was, in Delhi, in Lajpat Nagar. Now, if you guys know about it, there's a big parking issue over there. So I go towards my apartment. There's a car in my driveway, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe some person, parked it over here thinking it's an empty parking spot. I go up, I open the door, and I walk inside. Alright, I walk inside towards the room, and the room is slightly open. So I just glance in the room, and guys, I was so optimistic at this point of time. The guy who she was fucking had long hair. I opened the room, and there's two people naked. Alright, and I can just see the guy from behind. So I thought, okay, she's probably hooking up with a girl. So I just went out. I'm like, wow, this is probably an invitation for a threesome, or she's bisexual, and this is amazing, right? Funny enough, the guy turns around. I walk inside. I knock the door. The guy turns around. She has nothing to say, and the guy's, it's a guy, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The f are you doing?
Now, at that point of time, even though I did not love the girl a lot, I did not love her a lot, the relationship was probably just 3 months. And even though after that I was shivering, I was like, what the fuck happened, right? Even though there was no love, the girl was hooking up with someone else. I walked down, I'm like, okay, I need to clear my head, I need to go for a walk. So I'm walking, the girl calls me, she's like, hey, why don't you remove your car from the driveway? I'm like, what the fuck, why? She's like, the guy's car is stuck, he can't go home. So funny enough, that's what happened with me, and that's when I decided, okay, this is a fucking weird feeling. Even though I did not love the girl a lot, I'm shaking, I'm shivering, what the fuck is happening with me? That's when I realized this is a good business idea. I'd pay any amount of money to get out of this fucking feeling. Alright, I'd pay any amount of money to get out of this feeling. And I knew game. So I knew, okay, this is not it. I can go out, I can approach more girls, I can have a better dating life, that's alright. But if someone can help me at this point of time, because I was completely broken, it would be amazing. And that's sort of was the start of the bro thing as well. So let's talk about the reasons why women cheat. Now, I'm not saying women are right when they cheat, but there are certain things I learned in my journey which taught me why women cheat. Alright, why would a woman cheat on you? And if you've been cheated on, watch closely, alright? Watch till the end because you'll get a lot of knowledge from it. So the first thing is, as the man gets in a relationship, the first point of the relationship, which is how the relationship started, alright? How was the framing of the relationship? Now, in my case, the relationship started because the girl wanted the relationship. She was my best friend. I was hooking up with her, and I didn't want to lose her. Alright, so if the relationship starts when you fall into a woman's frame, that's already a bad start. If a relationship starts when you don't want the relationship to start, but it still starts because the woman wants it to start, it's a bad start, alright? Don't go in a relationship just because you don't want to lose her, alright? Don't go in a relationship just because it's comfortable and convenient, because what happens is once you go in a relationship, alright, a lot of guys, and this happened with me as well when I was a chef, a lot of guys go in a complete cuddle mode and they completely lose their shit. Alright, they lose their shit, they make the relationship probably the center of their universe. I didn't do that, however, I've seen a lot of men doing that mistake, that they make the woman the center of their universe. Alright, they cut off their life apart from the relationship. For me personally, I had a very tough job. Alright, maybe it's the case with you also. If it's something which requires you to physically exert yourself, then probably you've already cut off half of your friends because of your job, and then the only amount of time you want to spend with your girl, and that's all right according to you. That's the best according to you, right? But what happens is, when you make her the center of your universe, she knows that, okay, this guy is not fucking going anywhere, and he's losing his game. He's losing, whatever qualities that he had. So the guy is not the same guy when he met the girl. Instead, guy has changed. Instead, you probably have changed in the relationship. Already, you become lazy, lethargic, you're not focusing on your passions, you're not hitting the gym anymore, and all of that is happening. And all of that also happens because the girl subconsciously wants that to happen, alright? The girl might just be poison dripping you. And this is a small term in the pickup community called poison dripping. And what it means is that maybe the girl is with you, alright? And the girl is telling you, hey, sweetheart, don't go to the gym. Don't hit the gym today, stay with me today. The girl is subconsciously doing it. Now, don't hate women for doing this. It's just a subconscious habit because they don't want you to really evolve, get better, find more women, become more attractive. So they're subconsciously doing it. They're not consciously doing it, alright? So don't get annoyed at this. Just be aware. So once your woman starts doing this, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly to go against what she's saying, alright? Hit the gym hard. Focus on your health, focus on your body, focus on your nutrition, focus on your knowledge, focus on your passions. Now, what happens is, when people go in a relationship, they change their direction, alright? So the person who the girl met initially is not the same person anymore. And the girl, she loses some sort of attraction, but because the comfort is there and because you are also very comfortable with her, you end up staying in that relationship. Both of you end up staying in that relationship. Now let's talk about the girl. Now, if she's an attractive girl, she has a lot more guys hitting on her all throughout the time. But what are you doing is you're cutting off your friends, you're staying inside, you're probably not going out to game. You're like, fuck that game shit, my girlfriend is so nice. You're staying at home, and what happens after that is, girl, probably she sees all the options around her. She's like, I'm with a fucking loser, I should go out with this guy. This guy seems kind of okay. She meets another cool guy. She meets probably, a guy in a club or in a bar. The guy takes the responsibility off her shoulders. He's like, hey, listen, your boyfriend is not here. Don't worry about anything. We're just having a good time. We're just having a good time. He escalates slowly, tests the compliance little by little, alright, isolates her in a, dark corner in the club and probably hooks up with her. And what happens is the girl hooks up with him and then she realizes, fuck, this is what I was missing from my life. Or maybe she feels a little guilty, but then she's already crossed that boundary. So once a woman has cheated on you, she is gonna cheat again, alright? That's the harsh truth. Once a woman has cheated on you, she is definitely gonna cheat again. So if you have been cheated on and you're trying to work on the relationship, guys, cut that shit out of your life, move on, because it's much easier to build something with someone new than to fix something that has been broken. So a few ways how you can counter this is never stop game after getting in a relationship, guys. Never stop game after getting in a relationship. You don't have to pick up women, you don't have to take them home, you don't have to have sex with them. But what you need to do is you need to work on your personality, you need to build social networking connections. You can still go out, socialize with people, and what you'll notice also is there'll be a lot more girls attracted to you when you're in a relationship, because girls always love the forbidden fruit. So this will also help you, develop that self-control, that willpower, because you're going out, girls are hitting on you, you're talking to girls, you're gaming girls, but the intention is just to make new friends. The intention is not to get laid. Alright, so in that point of time, when the girl sees that, she sees that, okay, this guy is non-needy, this guy's in a fucking relationship, he's awesome, he's cool, he's socializing, right? He's on top of his shit, and then more girls are gonna get attracted to you. And another thing is keep striving to be a better man. Now, what's a better man? My definition of a better man goes something like a person who's on his passion, a person who's dedicated towards his work, his career. For me, guys, your definition might be a little different, so just keep striving on to become a better man. Now, also to give you this quality content that we're giving, to give you some knowledge, get my own knowledge, alright, reading books, watching probably courses, talking to different coaches, and getting more knowledge, and building on my social networking connections, building on my friendships, building on my relationships. Apart from that, focusing on my health and fitness. As you can see, I'm really working out these days. This is what makes me a better man, alright? Meditating every day, being calm, helping people, getting you this insights about female psychology, and apart from that, going out and doing game, doing pickup, meeting different people, building those relationships as well. So guys, next time you get in a relationship, keep working on your passions, alright? Don't let it go, don't let it slide, don't slack off. Keep working on your dreams, keep striving to be a better man, and guys, you will see that the woman will be attracted to you, alright? It's not like once you get in a relationship, you don't have to do all of that stuff, because at the end of the day, guys, attraction dies down fast. And as attraction is not a choice, when it is dying down, that's also not a choice. So you cannot blame the woman. you have yourself to blame as well. But there are certain times, guys, there are certain times when cheating has fucking nothing to do with you, alright? It has nothing to do with you, but all to do with the woman you're dating, alright? Maybe it's just her characteristic, maybe it's just her behavior. She is like that, maybe she is like that, alright? Maybe you have idealized her to be someone who she's not, and she is like that. She's a cheating, lying whore. But if that's the case, get out of that relationship and learn pickup. Learn pickup as an art, learn pickup, learn about female psychology. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. When I started pickup when I was 17 back in Singapore, I was cheated on. Alright, I was cheated on with my girlfriend. I was dating her for like 3 to 4 years, and she hooked up with all of my friends, which killed my social circle in India. So I had to move to Singapore. I had to, build a better life over there. And over there, I made the conscious decision that I want to learn this shit. I want to go deep into female psychology. I want to learn everything there is to game. I want to do it every day until I learn this shit. And till date, guys, I'm doing it regularly. And I still believe there's a long way to go because it's a journey. And soon you'll realize there's no destination, alright? There is no destination in pickup. It's a journey. So if you've not started on this journey yet, and if this is the first video you're watching, guys, you're in luck because you've found the holy grail of pickup, especially in a country like India. All you need to do is join the Facebook group. If you've been cheated on, don't worry. We have a community of 2,300 or 400 members to support you. And we have a bunch of valuable content which is going to help you get out in the field and talk to that beautiful girl that you see in the bar or maybe walking on the mall, in the street, wherever. Now, guys, one more thing I want to talk about in terms of cheating is having amazing communication. Alright, having good communication with your partner, because that is really the key to counter this shit. Alright, you should have a really good communication, which means that you should be completely non-judgmental when you're talking to your partner, because as soon as she sees that, okay, you're judging her, or maybe if she's even a little scared of you because she cannot express herself completely, what will happen is she is going to cheat. She's going to be under a lot of pressure. Alright, so this is one of the major things that why a lot of women cheat, and it's always good to communicate openly and freely. Alright, listen to her instead of telling her what to do, or instead of shouting at her when she's telling you about her sexual desires or her sexual fantasies. Instead of judging her, man, I didn't think she was a girl like that. Instead of judging her, be open-minded. Alright, be open-minded, listen to her, give her some comfort, and see how you can find a middle way. If you're not okay with whatever she's saying or whatever she's feeling, see how you can find a middle way in which both of you are satisfied, and it's a win-win situation. Now, in a lot of relationships, when it's a toxic relationship where you're fighting with the girl or you're arguing with the girl, it's going downhill from there, alright? And that's the point when even men and even women will start cheating. So once it starts going downhill, you have to understand that is the point, that if you don't have that non-judgmental conversation, that relationship is going to go to shit. And there was a very amazing book that I recently read about this. It's called Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High. So guys, go through this book. If you are in a relationship which is going downhill, this book is definitely going to help you a lot. And apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. And bro, if you are in a failed relationship, if you have been cheated on, don't worry. I'll strongly suggest join the Facebook group, and I'll see you in the field.